break a piece off for you. No,
I didn't eat
Oh.
that.
you don't eat that. You just sit.
First,
Okay.
foremost, what it do?
Let's see.
And we're gonna
recording on
talk
this
real
phone.
quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a real conversation, and I need to know this. Just on the real, And I know y'all gonna agree on this. Can somebody explain to me, right? Somebody explain what the hell is old Denzel Curry, and what the hell is new Denzel Curry? What is old Denzel Curry and what is new Denzel Curry? That's what I need to know. That is the question for tonight. That is the question for today. What is an old artist and what is the new artist? The artist is the artist, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I was covering the mic. I was asking about what's the difference between an old artist, well, not an old artist. It's the same artist, but, oh, I like the old version. Oh, I like the new version. Like, what is it? Why do people have to compare your past to your future? Like, what's the point in that? Like, I need to know what's up because a lot of people are like, I see a lot of artists throughout the industry, throughout everything that I've been a part of. Everybody, including me, I fall victim to this too. I'm human. I could say I like old Tyler the Creator, and I don't like new Tyler the Creator. As an example, I like the new Tyler the Creator, old Tyler the Creator, because it's the same person. It's the same Tyler the Creator. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it sparked the conversation. It's not. I'm just saying what's real, you know? Jackie, you asking me why you even listen to people. Because, people listen to me. And that's what it is. It's like, yeah, y'all listen to me, but y'all demand me to listen to you. But it's so hard to listen to everyone when everyone has a different opinion. So I need answers on how is it that an artist is doing them completely and you just don't like the version of that person, or you just don't like the person, because you could have a project that you like and then you could have a project that you don't like, but would you still like the artist is what I'm trying to figure out. You said, rapping Gambino is different than R&B Gambino. Facts, it is. I like Gambino's stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like Childish Gambino, But I just don't like it where it's like, okay, when it comes down to artistry, I could say, for example, I could like The Cool, right? But I wouldn't like Lasers. But I would like Food and Liquor, Stuff like that. I could say I like Man on the Moon 1 and Man on the Moon 2. And I don't like Satellite Flight, But does that take away from the artist? Does that take away from me liking the artist? Is that me saying like, oh, I miss the old style or whatever? Like, no, I just think that the artist is trying new things. And I think a lot of people are not open-minded about trying new things, about doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like trying to see where the artist is going. Some of y'all saying no, Head 'em up, Pac is different than keep your head up, Pac. But that's different emotions of Pac, if you want to be real about that. Like, that's anger versus somebody who's just, that's different, just telling you keep your head up. Like, more sincere. People are scared of change and don't understand it. You got to understand that
Also,
not a lot of people will understand. Like, there's people out there that I'm looking at that's in these things. I wouldn't necessarily understand you as people, I wouldn't understand you as a person, but I can understand. I have emotions just like y'all. I can understand that I have like a body and I'm a being. Like, I go through the same shit. Like, for real. Like, I go through the same thing, but it's the fact that what is the old and what is the new? I'm sorry if my voice sounds fucked up. Like, I was screaming and shit, as y'all can see from the last video. But I'm saying, it just baffles me how people just don't understand. And when you can't force everybody to understand, you can't force feed anyone. You can't force feed anyone them to like. You can't make people like you. You know, you can't make anyone like you in these days. But that's what I'm saying. Like, would you still be with that artist? Would you still gravitate towards that artist? Because everybody has their ups and downs with their favorite artists. You know, I just feel like a lot of artists experiment and people don't get it at first. But long as the artist gets it is the thing. But if it's not received well, like, is that based on people's opinion or is that just based on the artist? I don't know.
Okay, I feel that. Alright.
You know, and I think about the Nicki situation as well. I just, artists go through that sometimes, man. It's just, that's what it is. There is an old Denzel, there is an old everyone, old X, old Space Ghost Purple, Xavier Wolf. No. Okay, ask me this. How is there an old version of us when we were younger? Well, I'm getting older. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like the album's doing mad well and shit, and I'm happy for all that. But nigga, am I stupid? What the fuck you talking about?
What was that SpongeBob video?
There's just a lot of things that been on my mind, dog. Like this basically is a lot of things that been on my mind lately, man. That's what it is. I just want to know, like, the real question was the old versus new. Like, what's old and what's new? There is no old version of anyone. It's just maturing and people adapting and getting different styles. You gotta have styles. There's an importance of having mad styles and mad flavors. Always gotta have mad styles and mad flavors because it's like being in an ice cream parlor, and not everybody wants chocolate, Some people will want strawberry, you will want vanilla, you will want pistachio, whatever the case may be. Like, there is different styles and different preferences, but I don't think it's an old anything, I would say a project can be old, but I don't think a person, I don't think if you were like your older self is your younger self. I just don't believe that. There is no old or new version of it. Only old work. They're old stuff, but there are new people, new outlooks on life, and new routines to your daily life. When I hear people talk to me about my projects and stuff like that, the main thing is like, oh, go back to doing stuff that you did on Nostalgia 64, or go back to doing stuff that you did on 320 Planet Shrooms, or go back to doing Ultimate, or go back to doing stuff you did on Imperial. And I look at that and I'm just like, I could do that probably if I could go back in time. You get me? Like, I can't go back to the mind frame I was at 17 because I made Nostalgic when I was 17 going on 18 years old. I can't go back to that mindset because I'm not in high school anymore. And I think about 320 Planet Shrooms. I can't go back to that mindset because it's not 2014 to 2015. It was not that time frame. And I can't go back to Imperial because that part of my life was just dark for me, And I'm not in that dark place. I can't. If I was still in a dark place, maybe you'll get an album like that. But not all albums are not meant to sound the same. And I feel like everyone wants their artists to like sound the same over time, like keep sounding like that. But the more they keep sounding like that, it stunts their growth, and they don't grow. And we're like trees. Everybody has to grow. Everybody has to go. Everybody has to step out their comfort zone to grow. Like, you got kids that get kicked out the house. You got kids that leave the house willingly in order to see the new world because they were sheltered their whole life. And that's what makes them grow. Faults and all, pitfalls and all. But that was basically what was on my mind this whole time.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta do what it do, man, I guess.
Playing about anything again.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of genres that need to be tapped in. Tomorrow, all my fixed signs, all my Tauruses, Aquariuses, Scorpios, what else? And Leos. Don't be stuck on one thing. Just do it all. Just do everything that you could possibly do. And that goes for everyone. It's not just for those. But I specifically named those signs because we're all fixated on one thing. And I feel like we need to fixate ourselves on a lot of things, you know? Fixate ourselves on being versatile, being able to do it all. I think that's what we should do as people, like everybody in general. Shout out to all my Geminis, shout out to my Virgos, shout out to my Pisces people, and my Sagittarius people. Shout out to them. Shout out to Capricorns for being disciplined. Shout out to y'all for being the most disciplined sign I know. Shout out to Scorpios for being the most calculated and ambitious. What else I would say, man? Shout out to Virgos for being down to earth. A lot of Virgos are down to earth. I fuck with. Don't be as stubborn, you know. Shout out to Cancers. Conor McGregor's a Cancer. I fuck with him. He's like mad tight. Man, shout out to Geminis, man, because I got like. Shout out to Geminis, man. Specifically Geminis. Geminis and Pisces, because how I do.
I don't know why, but
what's the tour looking like? This shit looking good, man. We going everywhere. We're gonna be going overseas too. We're taking Trunks and we're taking Zelakami and them. Sauce Mula from City Morgue, and it's just gonna be fire, man. We're gonna make sure this show becomes an epic piece of art. You know, it's not just a show. Let me clarify that. Come to the show, get your tickets at the show, and it will be an experience that's worth it. You know, it won't just be me screaming over a mic. It's not just me screaming all the time. It's not like that. You're gonna get the whole package, like stuff. You're gonna hear stuff from Nostalgic. You're gonna hear stuff from Imperial 320 Planet Shrooms. You're gonna hear it all. Basically, it's gonna be a whole 360 thing. You're gonna hear it all, and it's all gonna be packaged right. Like, it will just be, it's for everyone, you know. Matter of fact, bring anybody you want to bring. Bring your parents. Bring, I want kids, parents. I want everybody there, man. Like, I really want to, like, you know, get in touch with not just the youth, but old people as well. Because I feel like we got to bridge that gap. Like, we really got to bridge that gap between the old and young, you know what I mean? Because they was young before, you know. They know how we rock. They know how it is. And they was probably doing the same shit we was doing to other old-ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I would want everyone to attend the show and, like, see it and believe it. And I just want everybody to be in unison because you got some cool-ass old heads out there. And not everybody in the youth is dumb. Like, there's a lot of smart kids out there. If you're older than me right now and you listening to me, there's a lot of smart kids out there. And there's a lot of, you know, not too, you know what I'm saying, old people out there, you know? Like, we ain't no, you kids get off my lawn looking ass motherfuckers out there, you know? And there's a lot of good people out there, man, and I just want to let y'all know I love all you guys and I love the support y'all do. I just wanted to ask everybody, like, you know, what was going on. I'm going to be hitting y'all with topics, a lot of topics. I'm going to be vlogging, I'm going to be saying a lot of shit. And, yeah, just, that's what it is, man. I love you guys, man. Peace, love, unity, love, trust, ULT for life, and I'm out this mug. Oh. First, foremost, what it do?